I just started putting things wherever they would fit.
The house is disgusting. It's a dumpster, almost in my opinion. A lot of roaches, a whole lot of roaches.
Oh, good Lord, Ronda. This is unreal.
Is that where you sleep?
No. I sleep in the camper.
You're worth more than just this.
She's a level 5 boarder, which is the worst on the scale.
It's difficult to get through here.
Your bedroom, your house.
There's not too many people in this whole world I could trust. Why would I start now with you? Rachel, it hurts so bad. Giving the illusion that it's locked. Hoarding is a part of me that wants to rescue things from the garbage dump. Now, a lot of times as I'm going down the street, I'll see things and just spontaneously stop to get it. I have found a lot of neat treasures in dumpsters. Piece of pizza. The cat, oh, and a hot dog. The cat's like this. When I find something that's really cool in the dumpster, I'm excited. I'm sorry for the people that lost it. If I find a lot of children's toys, I have been known to just take them and put them in people's yards that I know their children don't have many toys. Ooh, it's full of water. Let's get on the move. I feel that more people should do it. I think that more things should be rescued from the dump. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. That's something today for the kitty cat. They don't care if it's got a maggot on it, it's just extra protein. My name is Ronda, and I am a hoarder. This is my basement. I come in this way because it's easier to come in this way.
On the outskirts of Nashville, Ronda, a former special education teacher, has been piling things into her 2-bedroom home for the past 6 years.
My mom has filled the house completely up. It's a lot of stuff.
Had to put a step stool here because it's kind of like an obstacle course, but things were on the steps there, so I get up this way. This is my kitchen. Got my cookbooks up there and some food. The sink's under there. I can't really use any of this because I've continued to pile things in front of the sink and the stove. I just started putting things wherever, you know, they would fit.
I see her bring stuff in to the yard, 2 and 3 truckloads, about every night. She just picks up stuff. She sees it, she wants it, she takes it.
The house is disgusting. It's a dumpster, almost in my opinion. I feel like that's what it looks like on the inside. It's just a dumping ground.
It's difficult to get through here, so I don't come in here very... Oh, these are some flowers. When they changed the flowers at the graveyard, they just throw the other ones away, so they've told me I could come over there and get what I wanted. I think they're just beautiful. They hold their color real well. There's a lot of different designs. I can fold them and make them do different things. But this would be quite expensive if it were bought at a florist. This one actually is a saddle where it would sit on the headstone. But, it is very pretty, and it can be used if I wanted to put some of these in my hair. I think that would be lovely.
You'll never know what you find in my mom's house. She loves to collect things. She gets excited very easily and sort of acts like a little kid. You know, she's sort of all over the place.
Ah, my dear. My dear, dear. I like to pet it. It makes me happy. Gives me somebody to talk to. I don't have a baby doll, so. This deer, well, I found him in a trash can. It's not something I would have chosen to have in my home, but now that I've got him, I sure do like him.
Growing up, we had a lot more things than any other household, I'd say, but it wasn't useful things. It was maybe candy wrappers and empty plastic bottles and just empty anything. She'd save. She didn't want to throw away anything.
For years, Ronda managed to keep her obsession under control. But after a bitter divorce 7 years ago, her addiction exploded.
I didn't have the husband to put a regulation on me, so I just went to dumpsters as much as I wanted to, as often, and I started bringing it in. This is my bedroom. I don't sleep in here because the bed is under this. And it finally pushed me out. And believe me, for a long time I pushed back. But then it just got too heavy to push out of my way. So I moved out to the camper. So I've been living out there for about 2 years. This is where I live. I just come out here and eat, sleep, listen to the radio. I just accepted it, and at some point, it was, if my husband didn't want me, then I was worthless. And if I was worthless, I sure wasn't worth having a home, you know, having family, having friends. You know, why would anybody want me if my husband didn't want me?
Years of unrestrained hoarding have not only forced Ronda out of her home, but threatened to destroy the relationship she values most.
But now it's keeping my family away, and I want my house to have a place for my children to come and visit. I love my darling daughters, both of them, so much. I would die for them. They're the most important things in the world to me.
My sister doesn't even want to deal with anything with my mom, and that hurts my mom more than anything.
But the relationship with her 2 daughters isn't the only thing Ronda may lose. For years, she's ignored the city citations and requests to clean up. Now she is being given one last chance.
The city had given me 30 days to clean up the yard, and they threatened to condemn my house.
My mom doesn't clean her yard and her house. They're gonna take away, they're gonna condemn the home. She will lose it, for sure. She will be homeless.
Compulsive hoarder Ronda has a long history with city code enforcement. They have issued countless citations which she has chosen to ignore. But after 3 years of penalties and fines, their patience has run out.
The city has given me notice to have 30 days to clean the yard, and possibly the house will be condemned.
It's an outcome that would be met with mixed expectations by Ronda's next-door neighbour, Teresa.
I've lived next door to Ronda for 2 years. The worst thing living next to a hoarder is the varmints, worrying about the cockroaches, the snakes, the raccoons, the smell. When the city cleaned it up, it smelled like a pig pen. Seriously, it smelled like a pig pen.
Teresa had hoped the city's intervention would have solved the problem, but months after an initial clean-up, nothing has changed.
It wasn't getting any better, it was just getting worse. More, just truck after truck after truck after truck. I had reached the point of, I called an attorney. Hey, Ronda, I see that you brought in another load of garbage, and I just, wanted to let you know that I have had it. This is it. I hoped after the city cleaned it up the first time that you would get some help. And I've called the city and, complained about it. And I've called a lawyer.
You called the lawyer? Why'd you do that?
I
I thought it was real sad that my neighbor would go to the extent of trying to sue me, because I felt like that's not what neighbors are to do.
But no, I don't know what's in your house. I've not seen in your house, but I know when you put dirty clothes out here on, and let it rain on them and things like that,
Yes, I can understand why she's not happy. I told Teresa that if she thought this was bad, that was disturbing her, come on in and look at the house. Well, you can go in the house?
Yeah, I'd like to go in your house.
Okay. Watch your step.
All right. Oh, my gosh.
Watch your step, okay?
Oh, good Lord, Ronda, how in the world? Oh, my God. This is unreal. This is really unreal. I can't, no. I just can't fathom this. I couldn't live like this. I really couldn't. I mean, I couldn't. I just couldn't. I always wanted to see what the inside of our house looked like, and Ronda invited me in. When I went in, it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. Floor to ceiling stuff.
If you want to just, go on in there and take a peek.
Okay. Oh, my Lord, Ronda. Your refrigerator.
Because it yeah, the mold. See what happened when the electricity went off?
There's bugs in it, Ronda. Opening the refrigerator was the worst thing I believe that I have ever smelled in my life. And I've worked in the nursing profession for 7 years, so to smell that refrigerator was bad. It took my breath away. I feel sorry for you. I really do. There has to be something wrong, for this to get this bad.
I have lots of reasons.
Yeah,
They were just, filling up places, empty places in my life.
Yeah. There has to be some bad empty places for somebody to have all this stuff to fill that void. Lord, this is worse than upstairs. The basement was just hideous. It was just unreal. It is gross. The smell is gross. The smell was horrible. Where's the dog poo coming?
Yeah, it's on those pee-pee pads right there.
So you have a dog that lives down here too?
Yes. I don't I'm not real good about taking her out, giving her baths, so.
When she said, well, I'm not very good about letting my dog out, that's an understatement. Ronda, you got dog poo on your shoe.
Oh, I sure do. Well, you still haven't seen where I'm asleep.
No.
Okay, well, we're gonna go out this door.
Okay. Lord, I would hate to think that I had to pick my way through all this stuff. It's like a maze.
At night, in the dark, well, there's probably not room for me in there either.
I'd say not. Going in the trailer was even worse than being in the basement. Because the minute you open the door, it's like, whew, you get that smell. And that's not a good smell. Run it. I wished I had never stepped foot in a trailer.